Hi guys, this lesson is going to be good for kindergartners or first graders, even some second graders if you have brothers or sisters who want to take a look at it. It would be good for them too. This is about structuring numbers up to 10. Okay, we're actually going to work with 10 today. Just like I did with the 5 lesson, if you were able to watch that, I am going to flash very quickly 10 frames to you, and you have to tell me how many blue dots there are and how many empty boxes there are. So the first one I'll do slowly so you can get the idea if you haven't done this before. So what did you see on there? How many blue dots? Did you say 7? Hopefully you saw 7 because there's 5 and 2. And we know that 5 and 2 pattern with your hands is 7. And then hopefully you can quickly see that there's 3 empty boxes. That means that 7 and 3 would go together to make 10. Okay, so this next one will be quick. You ready? 9 blue dots. You're right. How did you know there was 9? Tell somebody that you're sitting with. How did you know there were 9 dots? Did you say you knew there were 9 because there was 5 and 4? That's a great way. Maybe you said, I know there's 9 because there's only 1 missing. And if that one was here, it would be 10. So if 1 missing, that must mean it's 9. Because 9 is the number that comes right before 10. Five, you got it. So I want you to say the numbers before I say them to you. Ready? 2 blue dots. This one might be a little tricky. How many empties were there? Think about what the picture looked like. If there's 2 blue dots on the top, how many empties? Hopefully you saw 3 and 5. And we know that 3 and 5 is the 8 pattern. So 2 and 8 make 10. Oh. 8 blue dots. And how many empties? 2. Take a look at this. Over here we have the 8 dots. And over here we only have the 2 dots. Oh, that makes my whole 10, doesn't it? 8 and 2 make 10. 2 and 8 make 10. One blue dot, and what would the rest be? All the rest are empty. It's 9, you got it. Did you see 6 blue dots? And how many empties? 4, good job. There's 6 because it was 5 and 1, so that's 6. And then we have 4 blanks because 4 and 1 would fill up that bottom part of 5. Oh, super cool. 4. So you know the empty part has to be 6, 5 and 1. Let's take a look. We can look at it like this again. Take a second to talk about how these are the same. You can put me on pause for a minute so you can talk to somebody at home about what you see about these 2 cards. Put me on pause. I'm going to keep going. Three blue dots. And what did you see for empties? Did you see 5 and 2? 5 and 2 is 7. So 7 and 3 make 10. Okay, last one. 4 blue and 6 empty. You got it. Okay, I'm going to tip this down. We're going to go to the bead rack. This time we're going to look at all 10 beads on the top. There's always 5 red beads, Always 5 white beads. They don't come off. I can't move them around. Okay, so the reds always will be in the front, and then the whites will follow. Okay, so if I put that number of beads over there, how many is that? Try not to count. Try to think about what you know. There's 5 reds and 3 whites. So 5 and 3 is 8. So if there's 8 here, how many are under here? Think about the colors. Would there be any red beads under there? Would there be white beads under there? What's under there? So the only beads that would be under there would be the white beads, because I already have my 5 red. So what would be under here would be just the last 2 white beads, because 3 and 2 would finish that group of 5 white beads. So that means 8 and 2 makes 10. What number do you see there? Hopefully you said 6 without counting. 5 and 1 make 6. What's under here? Picture it in your head. What beads are under there? What color are they? And how many are there? If you said 4, you are right. 6 and 4 go together to make 10. If you know your 5s, we know that 1 and 4 would finish that group of 5 white beads. Let's try this one. How many do you see? Do you see 7? So how many is hiding under here? You got it. 3 white beads are hiding under there. Okay, last one. I'm staying with the easier ones right now where we're only missing some white beads. Okay, what do you see? Hopefully you see 9, 5, and 4. 9. What's under here? If I already have 9, that means I only need, you got it, 1 bead left to make 10. Next time we'll get to the harder ones where you have reds and whites under here, but not right now. Okay, and I'm going to skip the cube trains right now, but at home, if you have 10 items of something, it'd be a great game to play at home, where you would take them to the side, only put some of them out. Oh, that was an easy one. Hold on. Okay. So you would put some of them out, and then you would have to figure out how many were hiding over on the side. And I set them up like a 10 frame, so it makes it really easy for me to know what I'm missing. And I'm missing those 4. So then I would want you to say 6 and 4 go together to make 10. So I'll just show you on that one. Were we right? Here are my 4 that I had hidden over on the side. Okay. So once again, at home, you can get 10 objects and play a hiding game. You can put them in a bucket or in a bag or under a cloth, and you can have a lot of fun with that. Or you could play the Go Fish game like we talked about with the 5s, and you can play Go Fish with any number you want, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, if you've already done it with the 5s. Okay, so your goal can be to make matches that go together to make 6 or matches that go together to make 8. And you can have fun with that. You can also play a memory game where you have all the cards turned over and you have to turn over 2 cards that go together to make the number that you want to make, whether it's 8 or 9 or 10, 6 or 7. Okay, so have a lot of fun. Talk to you later. Bye.